Ever wondered how vintage stereo systems work? Or perhaps you're intrigued by the warm, rich sounds they produce, a nostalgic nod to a bygone era. Today, we're diving into the captivating world of vintage stereos, guiding you through this rewarding hobby and showing you how to begin your own audio journey. First things first, what exactly is a vintage stereo? Well, typically, these are audio systems manufactured from the mid-1960s to the early 1980s. Revered for their superior build quality and unparalleled sound output, these systems are a testament to the golden age of audio engineering. The heart of any vintage stereo system is the amplifier. This is where the magic happens. An amplifier takes the weak audio signals from your source, be it a turntable, a tape deck, or a radio tuner, and amplifies them, creating that powerful sound vintage systems are famous for. Getting started with this hobby involves understanding the various components of a vintage stereo system. After the amplifier, you have the turntable, the quintessential symbol of vintage audio. Its primary function is to play vinyl records, the black grooved discs that were once the primary medium for recorded music. Next in line is the tape deck, an essential part of many vintage systems. Tape decks play cassette tapes, another popular medium from the past. And lastly, we have the radio tuner, which picks up radio signals and lets you tune into your favorite stations. Now, you might ask, where do I find these vintage treasures? Thrift stores, garage sales, and online marketplaces are excellent places to start. Remember, condition is key when buying vintage audio equipment. Always ensure the components are in working order, or at least restorable. Once you've acquired your vintage audio gear, it's time for setup. This involves connecting the various components using the right cables, setting up the speakers, and tuning the system for optimal sound quality. Maintenance is equally important. Regular cleaning, replacing worn-out parts, and occasional servicing can keep your vintage stereo system sounding great for years to come. So, what have we learned today? Vintage stereo systems are a throwback to an era when audio quality was paramount. These systems consist of several components, including an amplifier, a turntable, a tape deck, and a radio tuner. Starting this hobby involves understanding these components, acquiring them, setting up your system, and maintaining it. Embarking on the vintage stereo journey is an exciting venture, one that takes you back in time and immerses you in a world of rich, warm sounds. It's a hobby that not only indulges your love for music, but also lets you experience the sheer joy of audio engineering from a bygone era. So turn that amplifier on, drop the needle on a record, and lose yourself in the timeless charm of vintage audio. Happy listening.